Hello friends, a very warm welcome to the Crochet Hook channel. See, as you've already seen, today we're going to work this beautiful rose flower square. This is rose flower granny square. As you can see, the granny stitch out here, and it looks so very beautiful. To work this square, we'll be first working a flower of this kind, a 3D rose flower, and then we'll be working a square using this flower. It's a very simple pattern. Just follow me through and you will be through. Use your imagination and you can pep it up by adding bead at the center of this flower, and it gives such a rich look to the pattern. See here, I have worked this square in acrylic yarn with a crochet hook of 1.9 millimeters, and this is the size when it's worked with thread, and this is when I worked it with wool, and the size is tremendously bigger. I'll be working this with 3.5 mm crochet hook. You can use this square in a variety of crochet projects, be it the afghans or the shawls, the dresses, the tops, the cardigans, and so on. And this beautiful crochet square will definitely add absolute beauty to any of your crochet projects where you use it. So let's get ahead and work this beautiful square together. For the friends who are joining me here for the first time, please do consider subscribing to the channel. That really motivates, inspires, that keeps us connected. You get a notification each time I post on my channel, and that really helps our channel grow, our community grow. Also, please do follow me on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. I have already shared the links of these platforms on the screen and also in the channel, so you can get them from there. Let's get more connected, more bonded together. So because I'm going to work it with wool, so I have chosen colors of my choice, and because it's acrylic wool, I'll be using a 3.5 millimeters of crochet hook, and also keep few stitch markers handy. Keep a couple stitch markers handy. You might need them, though I'll not be using them on the go. A sewing needle with a big eye to sew in the loose ends, a cutter or a pair of scissors. That's all we need. Let's get started. So here to begin with, we'll first work a magic ring, and I have time and again told that a magic ring is simply a loose end slip knot. So then see, this is the non-working end of the yarn, and this is the working end of the yarn, which is attached to the skein or the wool ball. Keep the working end on the left side and the non-working end like this on the right side. I'm a right-handed person, I'll be showing you that way. So then fold this working end onto the non-working end like this. We have a loop worked. Hold it with your middle finger and thumb and the rest of the yarn as if you're going to crochet. Now insert the hook through this loop, gently drop a loop through it like this, and this is, if you tighten it up, this will be your slip knot, but if you just keep it loosened, this is your magic ring. Simple. Now let's begin working into the ring. So then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. This first chain 3 stands for 1 double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook at the center of this ring, drop a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops, 1 double crochet is worked, yarn over again, insert the hook at the center of the ring, draw up a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops, 1 more double crochet is worked. See, we have 3 double crochets worked. Now like this, keep working double crochets into the ring till you have a total of 16 double crochets worked, counting this first chain 3 also as a double crochet, right? And also note that if you pull this loosened tail, if you pull this loose end like this, you can reduce the size of the ring according to your comfort or need. So just keep working double crochets into the ring till you have a total of 16, and I'll see you then. I have worked 15 double crochets and the last one here 16. Simple. Close this even more so the center gets properly closed, and to join this round here from base count 1 2 3, and in this top third chain insert the hook, drop a loop, work a slip stitch like this. This round gets joined, right? Now let's begin with the next round. So now we begin with the round 2, and in the round 2 we'll be creating the loops, the base into which, or the chain loops into which will work the round 3, where we'll be creating the first round of petals. So here work 4 chains, 1 2 3 and 4, skip the next double crochet and into the next double crochet, insert the hook, drop a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both the loops, 1 single crochet is worked. We're just going to create such loops all the way around. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and skip 1 double crochet, the next double crochet, and into the next one work 1 single crochet. 3 chains and 1 single crochet while skipping the 1 double crochet next is the pattern that you're going to repeat a total of 8 times, 2 times already done. 3 chains again, 1, 2 and 3, skip the very next double crochet, and into the next double crochet work 1 single crochet. Chain 3 again, skip the very next double crochet here, and into the next one work 1 single crochet. Work 4 more loops. I'll see you here. Complete it, we'll join it here. See here, I have worked my 7 loops, as you can see, just last one to go. So then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and this time what we're gonna do, into this first chain, insert the hook and work 1 slip stitch like this. So this round gets joined. Let's begin with the petal round, the first round of petals. So then for the next round, see, we have chains here. Into the first chain, insert the hook, work 1 slip stitch, right? Then around this chain 3, insert the hook, drop a loop and work 1 single crochet. So here we began with a single crochet in this chain 3, then yarn over, and nextly we're going to work into this next chain 3. So around this chain 3 we are going to work 5 double crochets. That will be our first petal. So work 5 double crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? This petal is worked now. Around the next chain 3 work 1 single crochet, and 1 petal 1 single crochet, like that we are going to continue all the way around, right? So then yarn over, and around the next chain 3 work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? Next petal created. Into the next chain 3 work 1 single crochet. Work this 2 more times. See you then. See, I have finished working all my 4 petals and this flower is beautifully coming up. So now to join this round, just pull that loop, and see here in the first petal we have this first double crochet. So beneath the 2 loops of the first double crochet, insert the hook like this, and then grab your loop through it here like this, put a chain, and this gets joined properly. Now into this single crochet just below this chain 1 here, around it we are going to work 1 slip stitch. So then here we'll begin our next round, working the loops all the way round. Now from this side, see, I would like to tell you that we are going to create the loops again, the kind of loops into which we created our petals. And so then have clarity of where we are going to work the loops. We have these single crochets at the base of the petals. You can see we're going to work single crochets into these single crochets below while creating the loops. So then on this side, if you flip it like this, the nearest one is this single crochet here. So then around it, insert the hook, drop a loop and gently work 1 slip stitch. So we reached there, right? And now here work 5 chains. 1, this chain 1 stands for 1 single crochet, and rest chain 4 will be the chain 4 for the loop. So then work 4 more chains. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and make sure that you grab the very next single crochet below. So then around this next single crochet work 1 single crochet. So in the beginning we don't work the single crochet, rather we work 1 chain extra, and elsewhere, because we'll be working the single crochets, so we'll be working 1 chain less, right? So then we'll be working, so now work 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be 4 chain loops all the way around. Then grab the very next one. It is nearby, so don't miss it, and around it work 1 single crochet. Like that we are going to work a total of 8 loops, right? 2 already done. See, in this round 2 also we had created 8 loops, and into the 8 loops we worked into 4 of them working the petals, and into the rest of the 4 we worked the single crochets. So again we'll be creating 8 loops for the next round of petals, and the same way we'll be creating the petals. So then work 4 chains, 1 2 3 and 4, and grab the very next single crochet, around it work 1 single crochet. Simple. Work this all the way around and we'll join it here at the beginning. See, here I have worked all my loops, and this last set of chain 4 is also worked, and here I have 7 loops, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. One more will be worked. So let's join this round here. So to join this round, see, into this very first chain, insert the hook and work a slip stitch to join it like this. And now into these loops we'll be creating our petals. You can change the color at this point of time, and if you don't wish to change the color, then you can continue working it with the same color. So then I'm here putting a knot and cutting the thread because I'm going to change the color. You can continue with the same color, no trouble at all, right? So then here work a slip knot with the new shade that you want to bring in, as we always do. And here where you have slip stitch, work one more slip stitch to join this new color yarn here, right? And we'll begin with the next round from here. So nextly we want to slip stitch into the next 2 upcoming chains. So into the next chain ahead, work 1 slip stitch and 1 more slip stitch into the next chain to reach the center of this chain 4, and then around this chain 4 work 1 single crochet. Right now into the next chain 4 we'll be working our petal, and we'll be creating 7 double crochets around this chain 4 this time. So yarn over and around the next chain 4 here work 7 double crochets. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. A petal is worked. Now around the next chain 4 at the center of it work 1 single crochet, and this is the pattern, a petal and a single crochet. We're going to continue all the way around. So then around the next chain 4 work 7 double crochets. So yarn over, around the next chain 4 work 7 double crochets. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, right? This petal is worked, and then into the next chain 4 around it work 1 single crochet. Continue this pattern 2 more times. We'll join it here together. So this flower is beautifully coming up. Now let's join it, having worked the last set of 7 double crochets here. Pull that loop, and from this side beneath the 2 loops of the first double crochet in this petal here, insert the hook and just grab the loop through it like this. Work 1 chain. Now flip it over and see, having created this 4 petals of the round of this round, again we are going to create the loops, right? So now because we're going to create the loops, see, into this single crochet where we have worked these current petals, we are going to work the loops around them. We're going to work the single crochets around them this time. So around this single crochet work 1 slip stitch first to reach there, then here. As I've already told, the first loop will be 1 chain extra because we don't work the single crochet there. So we are going to work 1 chain that stands for 1 single crochet, then work 4 more chains. 1 2 3 and 4, and then around this next single crochet ahead work 1 single crochet. After the first chain loop, after this first loop, elsewhere we'll be creating 4 chains and a single crochet. So then work 4 chains. 1 2 3 and 4, and into the very next single crochet ahead, around it work 1 single crochet, right? 4 chains again, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and grab the very next single crochet, around it work 1 single crochet. Just like this, keep creating the loops. You should have a total of 8 loops. We'll join it here together. Here I have worked all my 7 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and the last set of 4 chains is also worked. Let's join it together. So as we always do, into this first chain at the base of it work 1 slip stitch like this to join this round here. Now we'll begin working the petals. So then here into the next 2 chains we'll be working slip stitches. So into the next chain work 1 slip stitch, into the next chain also work 1 slip stitch. We simply wanted to reach the center of this next chain 5. So then around this chain 5 work 1 single crochet, then yarn over. We're going to create a petal in the next chain 4 ahead, and this time, see, in the first round of petals we worked 5 double crochets for each petal. In the next round we worked 7 double crochets for each petal, and this time again we'll be increasing 2, so this time it will be 9 double crochets. So then yarn over and around the next chain 4 work 9 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 double crochets worked, 1 petal is created. Then into the next chain 4 ahead, at the center of it like this work 1 single crochet, and we're just going to work 1 petal into the next chain 4 loop, and then 1 single crochet into the next chain loop ahead, right? So then yarn over and into the next chain 4 work 9 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Simple. Next petal is created, and around the next chain loop at the center of it work 1 single crochet. Repeat 2 more petals and I'll see you at the end. I've completed all my 4 petals, and now let's join it here. So as usual, I have pulled that loop, and in the first double crochet from the back side beneath the 2 loops, insert the hook and grab that loop through it, pull it through, and here work 1 chain like this. See here is the next round of petals worked, and how beautiful it looks. See, we can increase the size of this flower working the loops on the back side and then creating the petals, and each time you go to a next round you can increase 2 more double crochets for each petal, and that way it will fall into place. And now we are again going to create the loops, but this time we'll be creating the loops on the back side here to work this portion that I've worked in green to create a square out of this flower. So let's work the loops the same way we're going to work it. We had 1 chain here, and then after this 1 chain in this petal at the base of it, we're going to work around the single crochets. So then around this single crochet here, around this single crochet of this petal here, work 1 slip stitch to reach there, and then as usual we'll first work 5 chains. The first chain here stands for 1 single crochet. Next 4 chain is the chain 4 gap. So then work 4 chains, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and across this petal around this single crochet here work 1 single crochet, right? Then work 4 chains, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and after this we have this single crochet here, work 1 single crochet around it, chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3 and 4, at the base of this petal here, we have a single crochet. Around it, work 1 single crochet. Simple. Just keep creating loops all the way around as we have done earlier also, and we'll join it here later. You should have a total of 8 loops worked. So now here I have worked all the loops on the back side, and this is the last chain for the last loop. And then to join it in this first chain, just work 1 slip stitch to join it here. And because we're going to add a new color, I'll put a knot and leaving a little tail to sew in properly. I'll cut the thread, tighten it up. Nextly, we're going to work this green portion of the square. So then here, with the new color that you want to add, work a slip knot and then at the back of this flower, into any of this, chain 3 loops around it, work a slip stitch to join it here. Then here work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. Will first create the corner of the square here in this one. So then yarn over, work 2 more double crochets into the same chain space here, 1 and 2. Counting first chain 3 also as a double crochet, we have 3 double crochets worked. Now work 2 chains, 1 and 2, then yarn over and into the same chain space here, work 3 more double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. This is our first corner worked. Then work 1 chain, yarn over and into the next chain loop, work 3 double crochets, 1, simple granny pattern, 2 and 3, right? Then work 1 chain and see, we'll be just repeating this pattern, a corner, chain 1 and a set of 3 double crochets, a corner, chain 1 and a set of 3 double crochets, right? So then after this set of 3 double crochets, work 1 chain and then yarn over into the next chain loop, work a corner. So work 3 double crochets. The pattern for the corner is 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, then 2 chains and then 3 more double crochets in around the same chain loop, 1, 2 and 3. Simple. So we created this midsection of 3 double crochets, chain 1 and a corner. Again midsection, again work 1 chain, midsection and a corner, right? So see, basically between these two we are giving a 1 chain gap, right? So then work 1 chain and around the next chain work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, then work 1 chain, yarn over into the next chain loop, work a corner, that means 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, 2 chains, 1 and 2 and 3 more double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Simple. Chain 1. In the next chain loop work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, then work 1 chain. Into the next chain loop we'll work a corner, so yarn over, work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, then work 2 chains and 3 more double crochets here, 1, 2 and 3, then work 1 chain and 1 more loop to go. So yarn over around this loop. See, we have 2 corners here. In between we need a midsection of 3 double crochets, so work 3 double crochets here, 1, 2 and 3, then work 1 chain, and to join it here from the base count 1, 2 and 3 in this top 3rd chain, work 1 slip stitch and this beautiful square is worked. You can stop here if you don't want to increase the size of the square, but you can just keep working this grainy pattern as many rows you wish. To increase the size of this, I'll just take you through one more round and give you an idea of how you can go about it to reach the size of the square you wish for your pattern. So then what we're gonna do, see, let's have the basics cleared. In the corner chain 2, we'll be creating the corners only. So we'll be having 4 corners obviously, and on either sides of this 3 double crochet set in this chain 1, we'll be working this mid section. So into every next round you'll have one set of this 3 double crochet and 1 chain increased, right? So we'll first work the corner. So I'm just taking you through one more round around it, and it will just give you a clear view as to how you can increase the size of this square. So then to reach this chain 2 for the next round, work a slip stitch into the next double crochet gently, a slip stitch into the next double crochet gently, keep it all unstretched, and a slip stitch to reach this chain 2 like this, and we'll begin our pattern from here. So then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. This stands for 1 double crochet. Then we're working the corner in the corner chain 2, so then work 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, work 3 more double crochets here, simple, 1, 2, the same corner pattern we have to carry into every next round. Right now work 1 chain, and see between these two we have this chain 1 space. Here we'll just work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, then work 1 chain, then across this 3 double crochet into this next chain 1, work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. See, now you can see how it's coming up, right? Now work 1 chain, and the next chain 2 space of the next corner will create a corner again. So here work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, then work 2 chains and 3 more double crochets here, 1, 2 and 3. The next corner is worked, simple, chain 1, and between these two sets here, between this corner and this next set of 3 double crochets in the chain 1, work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, then work 1 chain. In the next chain 1 space after 3 double crochets, work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and work 1 chain. Simple. This is how you're going to work it all the way around, and we will join it here, but this is how you can increase the size of this square to any size you wish. Just create the corner in the corner, and you will, each time you jump to a new round, you will get one more space for this 3 double crochet section. So in the previous round we just worked 1 set of 3 double crochet between 2 corners, and in this round, see, in this round we have 2 sets of this 3 double crochets. In the next round you'll have 3 sets of this 3 double crochet. Like that it keeps increasing. Simple pattern, keep continuing. I'll join you here. See, I have worked it all the way around, and after this last set of 3 double crochets I worked this chain 1 also. So then let's join it together. From the base count 1, from the base count 1, 2 and 3 in this top 3rd chain, work a slip stitch to join it here. And if you just want to stop here, or you wanted to stop in the previous round, don't put the knot here, it will show up. What I prefer to do is work a slip stitch in the next double crochet, work a slip stitch in the next double crochet, work a slip stitch to reach this chain 2. Here put a knot, and leaving a little tail, cut the thread. and you can just secure this on the back side of this square here, and it will go off. How beautiful it looks on all the sides, so neat and clean. In whatever colors or whatever yarn you prefer to work them, they always turn out absolutely amazingly beautiful. I absolutely loved working this beautiful rose grainy squares with you. Have fun learning, have fun crocheting. See you next time. Till then, much love and light to you all.